Hotel Echo Lima Oscar. Good afternoon once again from your host, your guy, the one and only and truly DLG Reppin'. Football people, what's going on? I'll tell you what's going on. I'm going to apologise for no show yesterday. I was battered by my sleep, really. Sleep got the better of me. I was just about over an hour away from recording this live stream on DLG Reppin'S Daily Transfer News. However, I never got around to it. Hope you find it in your hearts to forgive me and keep supporting and showing me love. I'm out here, recording another live stream. Anyway, welcome again to another DLG Reppin'S Daily Transfer News involving all things to do with Arsenal Football Club. So before I get into the ins as well as the outs and the disappointment, make sure you smash the thumbs up like button for me in abundance, yeah? Please help me do that, yeah? On top of that, yeah, make sure you share this channel virally all over the globe, especially to your friends and your relatives, yeah? Any questions, any response to the transfer window itself, Arsenal fans, any ideas, etc., drop it in the comment section or drop it in the chat for me, yeah? And any questions, yeah, leave it in the comment section. As far as I'm concerned, it's a place where positive feedback lives. And on top of that, yeah, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Smash that button left, right, and center gloriously but passionately. If you do subscribe, I'll shout you out, yeah? So get subscribing, please. But the main thing is to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Right, let's get into it. Gabriel Jesus. Now, yesterday, he was seen coming out of like a big whip, greeted by Edu Gaspar and high-fiving him, and the two embraced with a hug. And you can see how happy Gabriel Jesus is. Now, I believe the medical was on. Now, it hasn't been announced that he's an Arsenal player, but reports are suggesting that reports are going around he has passed his medical. Then again, why hasn't it not been announced? And that's so frustrating. It's taken too long. You would have thought the deal would have, you would have thought the whole deal would have been announced, and Gabriel Jesus is an Arsenal striker. And on top of that, he's been given the number 9 shirt, which he loves. So granted, he is an upgrade on Eddie Nketiah, much bigger upgrade. Yes, he has played on the right for Man City, and there's suggestions that he has come out publicly and said that he wants to play as a right wing. Well, that leaves us another gaping hole, because if that is the case, then we need to get another striker in, a target man. If Scamacca is not on the radar, how about we go in for Ivan Toney? Now, I'm going to sound a little bit hypocritical and controversy here. I was one of those that didn't want him after the comments he made against Arsenal after the first league game of last season. However, how we get around that is beyond me. You know, if we get Scamacca, I think I would be more pleased. But, you know, even Toney, he can do things. He's in one season, he can be a success at what he does. I mean, he's got the ability to score goals on his left foot, right foot. He scores headers. He holds the ball up well. Make sure he brings his teammates into play. Even Toney would be an ideal option and an alternative. However, let's talk about Rafinha. Now, this is the one that really disappoints me. When this was announced yesterday that Chelsea are on the verge of hijacking our attempted bid to get Rafinha. Well, you can't blame Chelsea on that one. I blame the Arsenal for that. Now, they had a number of times. Listen, they've got the money. I just don't understand why they're bidding below 10 million below the valuation. Leeds United have said, we'll give you Rafinha if you've got 60 million. And Arsenal are mucking about yet again. Yet again, they're demanding to get him for 50 million. They're trying to call the shots here. Leeds United are not negotiating no 50 million. They want the full money that they're asking for. And Chelsea, they've put the money out there on the table. They've put the money on the table and said, yeah, this is the money you asked for. So let's now talk to Rafinha. So they're in a position where they can sort out the length of his contract, his weekly wages, his squad number, and for all we know, they could be on the verge of setting up a medical for him, as well as agreeing personal terms. I mean, this is just enough to anger me, you know. He would be an exciting signing, but if we don't get him, other alternatives have to be looked at. Now, Gakpo. Now, this is a player who's meant to be 6'2", 6'3", quick, athletic, built for the Premier League, and he will cost less than Rafinha. Serge Gnabry. I mean, he had not even a handful of games for Arsenal, and he was out on loan with West Brom when we loaned him there, only to be told by Tony Pulis he was not good enough. Fool. Shows you what Tony Pulis knows. Anyway, this guy has gone on from strength to strength, and in the Bundesliga, he has proven himself. All right. We don't know how many games he got in the Bundesliga last season, but one thing for sure, he would be an addition to the squad. His quality will be there to be seen. His quality is just second to none. Absolutely out of this world. And let me tell you, bringing in Gnabry into the team, it can only make things better for Arsenal, and that's an exciting signing for me. Now, he's been valued at 35 to 40 million pounds. Now, Arsenal have not shown any interest. You know, they've been linked with him, but they've shown no interest at all. And this is a signing that will not happen unless Arsenal can prove me wrong, which is not going to be the case. Lisandro Martinez. Again, Arsenal put in a second bid, and according to a report I've come across, that Ajax will accept the second bid. Yeah, that's just more gossip and more PR stunts. Again, just like Rafinha, to get the fan base. I'm talking about the Arsenal fan base, all gassed up. Now, for me, I don't know if we ever bidded for Rafinha, and if we did, which is to be the case or not the case, it was nowhere near the valuation Leeds were asking for. Nowhere near. How the hell do Arsenal do business? How the hell do Arsenal behave the way they behave? It's just, quite frankly, despicable and disgusting. It's a shambles. On negotiation team, it's a shambles at times. Yes, don't get me wrong. We forked out 32 million for Fabio Vieira, a player that I can't say I've seen kick a ball in anger. Matt Turner, a free signing. Trusty, another free signing, and then we go and sign Reppin'S for what, £3 to £6 million. One for the next 2 years, 3 years, but not now. No chance. So again, we're in plead with the club to bring in new signings, bring in signings that will excite the crowd, at least excite every Arsenal fan within the planet on the fan base. Otherwise, yeah, if we're not strengthening areas that we are, and yeah, if we're not going to strengthen in areas that we need to strengthen, then it'll be deja vu again. You know, we'll be lucky to finish 5th. But however, credit where credit is due. You know, they just forked out another big amount of money for a striker. Well, he's still expensive anyway. However, we've spent as much as Liverpool right now. Liverpool are miles ahead of us in levels. They're miles ahead of us in competing to win the league. Let's be frank. Right, another guy. Now, we're in a fight against Manchester United for this guy's signature. Yuri Tillemans. Yuri Tillemans. How does it come to this? Why didn't we go in with another bid? Or did we bid for him in the first place? Can someone leave it in the chat? I just don't know what's going on here. Seriously, what on earth is going on? Okay, if we did bid for him the first time, it was rejected. So what's wrong with the second bid? We need to tie these deals down. Seriously, get these deals tied down. I mean, this is another example. Yuri Tillemans. This guy will offer us top class quality in the midfield. And we are crying out for someone who can play the deep line midfield role. Maybe that could be Tillemans. I mean, he's got quality to offer. You know, he dominates midfield. Score of brilliant goals, and I mean some real brilliant goals. And on top of that, yeah, he creates for attacking teammates. You got Jesus in the side. You got Saka, Emil Smith-Rowe, Martinelli. He will be a right benefit for the team. And what are we doing? Yet again, we're not doing nothing, because it seems to me that we're not showing enough interest in Yuri Tillemans. Now look at Bissouma. The opportunity was there to sign him for 25 million. Tottenham slapped it on the table, got his medical done, personal terms, etc. He's a Tottenham player. Rafinha, same thing. And it's not the first time that Arsenal have missed out on targets to rivals. It's more than the upteenth time, and I'm getting sick of it. Seriously sick of it. If we're going to push for that top 4, we need to do the business and do it in an aggressive fashion. If we carry on the way we're going, we'll miss out on our targets, and that is the very last thing. So let's get the deals done, please, Arsenal. Anyways, let's look at the outs. Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Now, apart from Forest making inquiring about Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Can't speak right now. I haven't heard anything concrete, and for me, I would keep this guy in the squad. We need good squad players as humanly possible, and he's one of them. You know, it's a shame that we let Callum Chambers go, because he can operate in a number of positions, as well as right back and DM. So that will be beneficial for us, but we allowed him to go to Villa. However, Ainsley Maitland-Niles, that might prove to be a mistake, because he can go and flourish elsewhere, and he will do well. And who's to say he won't end up at a bigger club than Arsenal? Guendouzi, lessons have not been learned. And you know what? People will say it boils down to Mikel Arteta. Yes, it boils down to his decision making, and B, there's a huge question mark over Arteta handling big players with big egos. That is a huge question mark. Let's have a look at Nicolas Pepe. Now, this is a guy that he doesn't trust, and if there's an opportunity to get him out of the door, he would do the business very quickly. Him and Edu. He doesn't trust Pepe. That's why there was noise about Rafinha. Even that didn't come to nothing. But you can't rule out a possibility of Nicolas Pepe being sold, regardless of a replacement in there or not. But again, he does not trust the guy. And for me, Nicolas Pepe's got unbelievable technical ability. His dribbling skills are absolutely scintillating at times. You know, for me, I think the way he's been treated, to be honest, completely unfair and at times a disgrace. It's been disgraceful how he's not even been given a run of 8, maybe 9 games. And that's not fair on him. Under Emery, I think he had a run of 8, 9, possibly 10 games. Under this manager, he's not even had a run of 8 or 9 games, let alone 10 games. And that is completely unfair and disgraceful. But I think his days are numbered. Lucas Torreira. Now, if I can find something on Lucas Torreira, just bear with me. Where do I go? I know where I'm going. All right. News. Let's go to news. Now, Lucas Torreira said that when asked the question, Lucas Torreira has stated that there's no chance of him returning back to Arsenal. And he's basically closed the door on Arsenal, and he's saying that his career at Arsenal is finished and he's looking to seek a new challenge elsewhere, preferably in Italy. Oh, do bear with me. All right. He has said something in an article here. Well, I'm looking for it right now. And I really do like the player, you know. I really do like the player. I have no agenda against this short man. He is ideally a modern day defensive midfield player. He says it. Yeah, it says here, Lucas Torreira says there is no chance he will stay at Arsenal for the final year of his contract. Now, he's at the final year of his contract, and Arsenal have to make a decision before he ends up running his contract down and going for absolute sweet FA. Yep, you heard it. Yet again, Arsenal could allow another player to go for sweet FA unless they negotiate a club for him in Italy. The Uruguayan international impressed during his loan spell with Fiorentina last season, but the Italian club refused to meet Arsenal's valuation of 12.6 million right to buy option, which was included as part of the deal. Torreira has made it clear that he wants to extend his stay with Fiorentina, but Arsenal have been angered by the Serie A's club's attempt to lower the midfielder's fee. So it's all about the transfer fee for me. And there's a dispute between Arsenal and Fiorentina over Torreira's transfer fee. So this is another long-running saga, isn't it? Just typical Arsenal again. If Fiorentina won't meet that valuation, then it will have to come down to a club that will meet that valuation. And only time will tell how long this is going to go on for. Or we might as well let him run down his final year of his contract and allow him to leave for free at the end of next season. What about Hector Bellerin? Now, for me, he is definitely looking to leave Arsenal. He enjoyed his time at Betis and he wants to stay there. However, Real Betis don't seem to have any money to give to Arsenal. So Atletico Madrid are making inquiries about Bellerin's signature. Now, they've shown an interest, but that's as much as they've shown. If they've shown an interest, that's if they've shown an interest. However, I think we're looking between 10 to 12 million for Bellerin. We won't get nothing much out of him. His valuation is not high, very low. And whoever can cough up that amount of money, well, that amount of money, I say amount, only 10 to 12 million. Whoever can cough up that little amount of money, should I say, then Bellerin's theirs. Nuno Tavares, now Arsenal looking to loan him for definitely, and the destination could be Marseille or Atalanta of Italy. However, his debut season was not too bad, but definitely not a good one. And he needs to learn the art and the discipline of being a left back before Arsenal can consider keeping him to compete with Kieran Tierney on a full-time basis. And Kieran Tierney has been tipped to be the captain, but I feel that that captaincy will end up going to Martin Odegaard. But then again, it's a hard one to call, because if Tielemans comes in and Arteta goes with the 4-3-3 and the three in the midfield is Partey, Fabio Vieira and Yuri Tielemans, where does that leave Odegaard? And who would be the captain? If Tierney is to start, then maybe Tierney will be the captain. But any Arsenal fans or football fans listening, drop it in the chat below. I'd really love to hear from you guys. However, I'm going to wrap this up and say, ladies to the gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, once again, as always, with pleasure, thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Saving the best to last, as I always do. Thank you so much for putting up with me. I'll be here again, hopefully later on, maybe. Or if I'm not here again later on, I'll be here again tomorrow. So please do look after your friends, look after your families, look after yourselves. The main thing is, stay safe in whatever you're doing. Peace, love, and bless again. And remember, DLG Reppin', I'm always here. And I'll be talking to you again. So please just remember to be nice.